What else are you hearing? What else do you think might actually happen tonight, sir? What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what the trade process looks like. You know, I've talked to a couple people who think there's going to be quote-unquote package trades, which are trades that are agreed upon before the draft. Okay, if this prospect is there, then this, because they just don't want the chaos of calling a team with 4 minutes left on the clock and seeing what they can work out. I think that generally the quarterback thing, I mean, listen, every draft is about quarterbacks in some way, whether that's getting a quarterback or taking advantage of a team that doesn't have a quarterback, which might be happening with Miami right now. And the way that Tua is approached by teams, this is the strangest offseason in the history of football. It's the strangest draft in the history of football. And Tua, in that regard, is one of the most unique prospects, because this is a guy who, teams cannot independently check out his hip. They cannot independently work him out. I think that with that in mind, I think there's a case to be made that Tua is the most intriguing prospect in the last couple of drafts, just because of the fact that he's an incredible talent who can't get worked out by teams, and we just don't know how the season is going to play out, to where I don't know if teams overthink it or underthink it with Tua going into tonight.
It's overthink. Come on. I mean, this guy's special. I honestly, sometimes the evaluation does not appear on an MRI. Sometimes the evaluation does not appear in an X-ray machine. And I know that is a huge part of it, and I know that that's why the Combine was created, all right? But sometimes the best evaluation is with two eyes. That's it. Your own two eyes. And I think this kid is absurdly special. And, man, the ceiling is so high with him. I think it's overthink, personally, Kevin.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think that there's, I saw some scouting reports where teams were saying, oh, well, he's an RPO guy, or we can't do pro-style stuff. Well, then become an RPO team. I mean, one of the lessons of the last 5 years of football is if you take a guy and build around what he can do well, you will win. And right. I think that's going to take some creativity from an offensive coordinator. I mean, this is the lesson of Lamar Jackson. I went to Baltimore in January, and I asked a couple of guys around that locker room, I said, hey, listen, there's not going to be a next Lamar Jackson, but what can we learn from Lamar? And Robert Griffin, I remember saying this, he said, the lesson is just take what a guy can do well, and you can thrive, and you can run any offense as long as you believe in it. And with Tua, maybe he can't do everything, but he can run an RPO maybe better than anybody in the history of the college game. So just do that over and over again. I think the hip will be fine. I think there's a lot of questions about the offseason programs and training camp and how this all plays out. I think you're getting a franchise guy if you get Tua, and I think that I'm with you. Do not overthink this. He is the guy.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.